This essay is called The I in Simulation Theory. Enjoy. I usually think I know who I am, while also not knowing who I am at all. To some, first person is a grammatical mistake. To others, it is all that exists. So what makes a person a person? I can speak of I, the dreaded persona, the dreaded first person, autobiographical, and I have spent much of my writing life thinking about whether I can exist in a first person Kierkegaardian mode, or if I want to venture out and explore all the worlds I never thought I'd get to explore. I find that even though there is an allure to the mystery of everything, I am not. I am obsessed with self, as it might be practiced. In other words, what do I really know but my own subjective point of view? I might be able to understand other perspectives, whether objective or subjective, science, philosophy, autobiography, poetry. It seems to me that I only know my subjective point of view. What do I really know about the universe? What perspective do I really occupy but my own? With all of its problems and confusions, all of the things I can't grasp, but that I know are there, what do I make of how I exist and the mode in which I occupy? It can be incredibly confusing trying to figure it out, because no matter how much I try to make sense of it, I can't understand anything other than my I. So this is the dilemma of any engagement with perspective, then, is what can we understand, if not our own point of view? I, of course, wish to stretch beyond my limited perspective and delve into things I might not know that well. Yet I keep coming back to the I, to me. It's not out of some narcissism or egocentrism, but because I only know who I am. I only know my own experience. Of course, I probably exaggerate what I can know about the world, which really shouldn't be that much of a surprise, given that we do know many things about our objective world. Technology, science, medicine, all of these are the process of much innovation in an understanding of the world around us. Biology, physics, astronomy, what else do I need to know but those things? And I struggle because I feel disconnected from all of those facts, not in a practical sense. Of course, I sense the world around me, yet I find myself to be broken off from it, not sure I understand, not just myself, but the world around me. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know why it is the way it is. I can't grasp it. I am I'm. It's simple and not even really that deep, except for the fact that it occupies all I can really say I know. Would subjectivity be the thing that cheats death? Would it be that we are eternally subjective? Well, maybe, maybe not, and I only mean it as a thought experiment. In serious conversation, it seems to me many are jaded and do not entertain a spiritual perspective. It seems as though we are nothing but a pack of neurons, that we are electric chemical signals in the brain, and nothing more. Consciousness is all there is to be us, and when that's gone, we are gone, which is not really a comforting idea, even given how insulated I've been from the brutal reality of death. Subjectivity, then. I really think about this question. I really try to make sense of it, but I know that I am not always able to. Subjective, technically a remnant of Cartesian philosophy and modern science, where we split the world into objective and subjective, object and subject. Yet it would seem to me that it's a real category of experience. I'll be honest, I don't even know who I am. I know how I am a part of the subjective world. If social sciences are any indication, can I really know anything empirically about my own mind? It seems to me I only see myself as a subjective part, apart from the objective world of objects. I know that's confusing, and it won't make sense. It just won't, because I have to be more than just a subject. Yet, all I know is the internal myths in which I occupy. All I know is what it means to be myself. I can understand through theory of mind what it means to be someone else, but I can only understand so much when it comes down to it. And I can study facts in logic, induction, and deduction, but that doesn't mean that suddenly I'm just going to understand the world around me. It might seem rather solipsistic and perhaps even nihilistic to make such a claim, but I keep beating myself up about not understanding what exists around me. It seems that's why I get caught up in Descartes' demon and, more recently, the simulation theory, because it seems to me that all I really know is my mind, my psychology, without fully being able to prove I am a part of existence around me. It's rather confusing to write a metal album built around this concept, but it fascinates me just as much as it terrifies me, and that's how I make sense of it. I don't really know what else to do when it comes down to it. I need to make sense of my mind and experience somehow, and if my subjectivity is going to fade, I may as well try to understand the illusory world around me. I just wish it made a little bit more sense. Of course I know none of these are easy questions to ask, and none of these points are easy to consider. It just is that way, where it seems to me that it probably won't make sense, at least to me. Everyone else may be able to organize their world, but I find myself unable to really organize it. I wish it was easy to figure out, but I realize that I'm not sure that it really is. I wish it was. I wish it wasn't so complicated, but it is, which means I need to make sense of as much as I can, even as the world seems too much an interpretation of experience rather than an experience by a person. Believe me, I know that these questions are probably much simpler for most people, and that is certainly there. I know that I probably overthink some of these questions, but boy, are they incredibly important to me. It might be the thing that drives me, whether or not Descartes was right, whether or not we really are in a simulation. I don't legitimately obsess with this question to the point to where it makes my life solipsistic, but I'll be honest, it gets pretty close. It seems that I really don't know that I exist. Once a problem of psychiatric illness, it has now become the centerpiece of my intellectual life. It is not everything, and I'm certainly able to inhabit many other perspectives, because I want to. But at a certain point, I might have literally bought into the idea that I'm not real. It doesn't make sense, and it probably never will, to those materialist optimists who comprehend the universe around us, not just on the levels of matter and math, but also experience. For me, though, I'm okay not knowing. I'm okay with a little bit of mystery. I am so much very engaged and obsessed with reality, enough to make PKD and other science fiction writers jealous, but at the same time, I can let it be mostly unknown and comfortable in what I do know. Easier said than done, but it's there.